There were many prominent people in this late colonial period, and this person is one out of the blue. Not a governor, explorer, priest or pastoralist. No, this was an author. In our previous series, we've seen how prominent women made their mark in the colony, and it's important, if not vital, to mention a group of these who also achieved in the late colonial period. And we'll do that in the next weeks ahead. Hi, it's Michael Bishel here once again, Australian historical fiction writer. And look, I'm very pleased to note this particular woman, Charlotte Barton. Now, Miss Barton had two attributes. First was the connection to the leading pastoral family in the colony. And the second, she was the first to have a children's book published in the colony within the Sydney Gazette, a newspaper and government issue of that time. Now, we have heard of the MacArthur family, and Charlotte Barton was the governess to Hannibal MacArthur, who was the nephew of the famous Captain John MacArthur, founder of the Australian merino wool industry. Now, her book title was a little bit of a word mouth, but it really says it was a mother's offering to her children by a lady long resident in New South Wales. Probably just about fit on the cover of the book, I'd say. So the author's name was not shown. Why, we don't know. And perhaps was it by the order of the Gazette, or was it Barton's own choice? Now, Miss Barton came to New South Wales and, after arriving, married James Atkinson, a respected agriculturalist and also a writer. They settled in the southern highlands of New South Wales and had 4 children. Sadly, her husband died in 1834 and she married again, but her second husband became insane, and in those times she had to fight for guardianship, which she attained for her 4 children. So she had spirit and a lot of character. According to Wikipedia, and I quote, "The book, A Mother's Offering, is written in the genre of children's conversation textbooks, reflecting the importance of family conversation to education in the home in the 19th century. Perhaps this would be a good reference today to edge young minds from their digital devices. Charlotte drew on her own experiences in the colony, and probably on actual conversations with her children in preparing the text. Now, it's an excellent example of the influence women had on the community through the education of their children. Today, there are many women writers, editors, agents and publishers who are achieving great things and doing great work. Now, let's wind the clock back a bit. It must have been really a struggle for a woman to not only pen a work of this magnitude, but to convince a publisher to print the story in a public newspaper, especially in the mid-19th century. One might be tempted to say that her connection with the MacArthurs perhaps helped, but this would be unworthy of the perseverance and courage of a standout woman in the late colonial period. Well, we'll look at other prominent women who achieved great things in this late colonial period. It's bye from me for now.